Hello, my dear students. We have got an English lesson. We worked with Unit 3, and on the previous lesson you read the text about kids in the kitchen, and you have got reading comprehension. Today we have got grammar about past simple. We use past simple to talk about something that happened once in the past, something that happened again and again in the past, and something that was true for some time in the past. Verbs in past simple are divided into regular, правильні, and irregular, неправильні. Let's look at spelling patterns for the past simple of regular verbs. We add ed to the bare infinitive of most verbs. Work, worked, start, started. If the verb ends in e, we add only d. Leave, lived, love, loved. If the verb has only one syllable and ends in a vowel, голосну, and a consonant, приголосну, we double the consonant. Ми подвоїмо приголосну. Stop, stopped, plan, planned, travel, traveled. With verbs that end in a consonant, приголосну, plus y, we change the y to ied. Try, tried, study, studied. Irregular verbs we find in irregular verb list. Хочу нагадати, що всі матеріали, які необхідні вам під час цього уроку, я прикріпила до уроку в класрумі. Ви дивитеся цей урок у відеозапису, тому можете зупиняти, коли вам треба, передивлятися стільки разів, скільки вам необхідно для того, щоб зрозуміти сьогоднішній матеріал. Let's revise some words from irregular verb list. Today, we need only the second column, past simple, but let's revise 3 forms. I'm going to ask you in English, in Ukrainian, and your task is to say in English infinitive, past simple, and past participles. Are you ready? Let's start. What's the English for пахнути? Smell, smelled, smelled. Зірочка в таблиці неправильних дієслів означає, що це дієслово може бути і regular verb, і irregular verb. The next. What's the English for пити? Drink, drank, drunk. What's the English for писати? Write, wrote, written. What's the English for дути? Blow, blew, blowed. What's the English for вставати? Become, became, become. What's the English for брати? Take, took, taken. And the last word for today is знати. Know, knew, known. Let's continue. We often use time expressions with past simple. In, last, this, on, at. In 2027, in the 1990s, in winter, in summer, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in October. Last week, last month, last year, last December, last night. This morning, this week. On Saturday, on Monday night, on the 29th of March. At 8 o'clock, at weekends, at night. If we want to make affirmative sentence, we look at verbs. Дивимося на дієслова. Subject, підмет, and verb with ending ed or the second form. She worked yesterday, for example. If we want to make negative sentence, we put subject plus auxiliary verb, допоміжне дієслово did, та заперечна частка not, or just didn't, plus infinitive. Якщо в реченні є did, значить дієслово буде лише в інфінітиві. Ні закінчення, ні форми воно мати не буде. She didn't work yesterday. And question. Did subject plus infinitive. Такі питання називаються general questions. Загальні запитання, тому що вони починаються просто з auxiliary verb, допоміжного дієслова. Did she work yesterday? Ми ніби перепитуємо, ставимо питання до всього речення. To start many questions, special questions, we use WH words or special words to get more information than yes or no questions. Did you live abroad? Yes, I did. Where did you live? I lived in Oxford, a city in England. Отже, якщо у нас загальне запитання, запитання до всього речення, ми починаємо його з did. Якщо ми хочемо отримати більше інформації, ми ставимо спеціальне питання, яке буде починатися with special question words. When, what, where, why, who, how old, how fast, how many, how much, which. Let's practice. Наголошую, що фотосторіночки прикріплено до нашого уроку в класрумі. Let's open our books on page 28. Page 28. On this page, we are going to do exercise 1, so I ask you to take your pens or pencils, please, because you are going to write with me. In exercise 1, our task is to complete the text with the past simple or the verbs in the box. Ask, bake, practice, prefer, надавати перевагу, start, use, want, and watch. And as you can see on page 28, all the verbs are regular on this page. So we are going to add ed, ied, or just d. Sweet dreams. Annie Beth Ellis baking at the age of 3. I choose verb start. I write ed and cross the verb start out the box. As a child, her mother carefully while she prepared their meals. What do you think? Watched. Watch, and I add ending ed. That's how she learned to cook. Annie Beth quickly became very good at cooking because she worked hard and baking skills every day. Practiced. Look at this verb. We have got E, silent E, at the end of the verb. So I add only D. Many of her friends spending their time chatting on social media, but Amy Beth, her free time to bake. Preferred spending. Look at this verb, double R, preferred, and used. Look at this verb, we add only D because we have got silent E at the end of this verb. Amy bakes cakes for friends and family and put pictures of them online. Baked, the same. We have got silent E, so we add only D. People saw the pictures and her to make cakes for them too. Asked, I add ed. Now Amy Beth bakes cakes for celebrity parties and weddings. Amy Beth always, and I have got only one verb. Wanted to be a good chef, but now she's a famous one too. Now, let's continue working with page 28, exercise 3. Choose the correct words to complete the interview. Look, on this page, we should work with regular verbs, exercise 1, and WH words, special questions in different tenses. Special questions which we start with special question words. Be attentive. I remind you to work with me in your books. Young startups. Today we are talking or we are talked to Leo and Izzy, two teenagers who started an ice cream business in London. Talking, because today means that we should use present continuous. When or who did you decide that ice cream was a good idea for a food business? When? Look at this question. Special question word, did, subject, infinitive. Там, де є did, там немає закінчення чи форми в дієслова. A few years ago, we traveled to Ireland. Traveled because few years ago. We saw lots of young people eating ice cream, although it wasn't hot. We decide it was one of the most popular snacks available. Decided. Why or who did you talk to find out more? Who did you talk to? We talked to other young people and we learned that teens want ice cream to be fun, fashionable, and healthy. Talked. When or where do you make your ice cream? Where? We make it in the kitchen of a cafe and other customers, покупці, test our new flavors, смаки. What or which do you make it with? What? We use coconut milk because it's sweet but healthy. Why or which ice cream do you sell the most? Which ice cream do you sell? Chocolate is the most popular. What or when can you tell other young people who want to start a food business, Leo? What? What can you tell? Find a good people like a food people like and make it in a new exciting way. This is maybe the secret of Leo and Izzy's business. And I remind you that on page 28 we worked with regular verbs and special questions. Let's open our books on page 31. And on page 31, we should work with irregular verbs. You can open irregular verb list in our classroom lesson and work with exercise 4 because we need to put the verbs in the second form, past simple second form. The emoji menu. On Monday, I to an interesting cafe with my grandparents. Go in past simple went. Don't forget to write in your books. When they saw the menu, they got a bit of a surprise. It negative sentence, we use did. Didn't have any words on it. When I first heard about the way the little yellow dog Kathy was using emojis on menus, I thought it sounded difficult to understand, but actually it worked well. Customers said that they understood actually what all the pictures were. I ordered a big salad with potatoes and fish. It was delicious and I ate it all. My grandma was pleased because I, negative sentence, didn't leave anything on my plate. As you can see, we need to know irregular verb list in order to do such exercises. Let's sum it up. Давайте підводити підсумок того, що ми сьогодні почули. We often use time expressions with past simple in, last, this, on, at. If we want to make an affirmative sentence, we put subject plus verb with ending ed or the second form. If we want to make a negative sentence, we put subject didn't plus infinitive. Речення, де є did, там не буде мати дієслово ні закінчення, ні форми. And if we want to ask, we put did on the first place, then subject plus infinitive. Такі питання ми називаємо general questions. Питання, які починаються із special question words such as what, when, where, how many, how much, we call special questions. We use past simple to talk about something that happened once in the past, something that happened again and again in the past, and something that was true for some time in the past. You should remember the rules, how to add ed. And of course, we need to know irregular verb list. Зараз закінчується відеоурок. Ви переходите за посиланням, яке прикріплене до уроку, і виконуєте 3 тренувальні вправи онлайн. В кінці сторіночки кожної вправи є кнопочка Check Answers. Сайт перевірить ваші роботи, ви проаналізуєте помилки і таким чином ще краще засвоїте використання past simple. Ну, назвемо це так, homework. На наступний урок треба переглянути правила, які ми сьогодні з вами опрацювали. бо на вас чекає тест на наступний урок по past simple. The lesson is over, my dear students. Goodbye.